Yeah, folks, we'll start with the session now. See, uh, first I like to open the yesterday's doc. Uh, Actually, I told in the last session regarding how nested for loops will work. Okay, and if you write a for loop inside a for loop, which is called as nested for loop. This is actually called as an outer for loop, and this is called as inner for loop. For one iteration of outer for loop, nothing but for every iteration of outer for loop, inner for loop will be completely executed. Okay. If, for example, I is 1, when I is 1, j starts with 1, j ends at 2. When I is 2, j will start at 1, j will end at 2. When I is 3, j will start at 1, j will end at 2. Am I right? Which is nothing but this inner for loop will be executed for 6 times. When I is 1, 2 times. When I value is 2, 2 more times. When I value is 3, 2 more times. Totally how many times? 6 times this inner for loop will be executed. So this is one more example which I just yesterday explained about. This is outer for loop. This is inner for loop. Okay, here I started with a curly brace, which is the body of the for loop. Then this is called inner for loop, and this is called what? Inner of inner for loop. And we discussed about what the output if I print I plus j plus k. Yesterday I have explained a much time I took to explain about these examples. Okay, right. And also told you from today we will start writing what programs? Pattern programs. I told you already we are writing all these programs to improve the logical skills. You should know about how to write the applications in the real time. So you should think on the logics. So this is going to improve the logical skills. That's why we started writing our pattern programs. Am I clear, folks? Both in online and offline, guys. Am I clear with you? So how do you write pattern programs? To write a pattern program, okay, you need 2 loops. One is the outer for loop, and another one is the inner for loop. Sometimes we will write one outer for loop, 2 inner for loops. Sometimes. Okay. But finally, what we need definitely outer for loop is required and inner for loop is also required to write pattern programs. Pattern could be a star pattern, which is called asterisk pattern. Otherwise, we use number pattern. Otherwise, we go with the character pattern. Okay. Like for example, if I print, this is the first program that we are going to discuss. This is called which pattern? This is called, no, this is called star pattern, also called asterisk pattern. Suppose if I write A, B, C, this is called which pattern? Character pattern. Character pattern. If I write 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, this is called which pattern? Okay, this is called a number pattern. Number pattern. So pattern could be either, this is called which pattern? Asterisk pattern. Asterisk pattern. Okay, guys, understand me. This is called asterisk pattern. This is called character pattern. This is called character pattern. This is called number pattern. Okay. So first we'll start our programs with the asterisk pattern. Tell me, to write the pattern programs, we always use what loops? Nested loops. Nested loop means loop inside a loop. Okay. Now, these are the rules to follow. For the outer loop, we count the number of lines or the number of rows and we will loop for them. Next, for the inner loop, we focus on the number of columns and somehow connect them to the rows by forming a logic such that for each row we get the required number of columns to be printed. And we print the asterisk inside the inner loop. These are the rules to write the pattern programs. Means you have outer loop and inner loop. Outer loop is for rows. Inner loop is for columns in a row. Columns in a row. And how many columns to print in a row, that you need to derive by applying some logic. Are you able to get my point? Folks, online folks, am I clear to you? So this is how we need to write the pattern programs. Let's start writing the pattern programs today. We'll start one by one pattern programs. Folks, see, let's write the first pattern program, but first I want to explain the pattern program. Guys, I want to ask, see here, folks, everyone, suppose I want to print a pattern like this. Suppose if n is equal to 5, n means rows. N is equal to 5 means 5 rows I want to print in the pattern. When n is equal to 5, means rows is equal to 5, then I want to display output like this. This pattern I want to print out. Don't by heart the for loops. Identify the logic. Form the logic between the rows and columns. Okay? Everybody, please try to understand now. Don't by heart the I'm sorry, don't by heart the loops. Don't by heart the numbers, don't by heart the loops. Try to identify the logic. If you by heart the loop, maybe for 2-3 patterns you may by heart. But when we are discussing 8-9 patterns, then you will get confusion. Please don't by heart the for loops. Okay? Identify the logic. Let's understand the logic here, folks. Everybody in online. Am I clear with you, folks? Am I audible to you, online people? Adarsha, Aksh, Bhagyesh, Joanne, and everyone. JP, Lakshmi, Kalyankar, Nitish, Samir, everyone. Am I clear with you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. See, folks.
Yes.
If n equals to 5, means n is nothing but number of rows. If equals to 5, I want to display the output like this. This pattern I want to display. Okay. This is called what triangle? It is a right angle triangle, actually. Okay, this pattern I want to display. First of all, we need to write outer for loop and inner for loop. Outer for loop is for counting the number of rows or lines. Okay, how many lines required? 5. Inner for loop is to print the columns in a row. Very good. Please understand me, guys. Everybody, please understand me. Tell me if n is equal to 5, could you tell me how many rows are required?
5.
Yes?
5.
5 rows are required. First row, then second, then third, fourth, fifth. Tell me if when the number of rows is equal to 5, n is equal to 5, how many rows of output we want to display?
5.
5 rows. Outer for loop is for what? Rows.
Columns.
Number of lines or number of rows is outer for loop.
Yes.
Very good. Please understand me. Let us take this is a first row. This is a first row. Am I right? Guys, in this first row, how many columns I want to display?
1.
This is column. Please understand, this is column. This is column. Tell me, in the first row, how many columns I want to display?
1.
One column. One asterisk means one column. In the second row, tell me how many columns I want to display?
2.
2 columns.
2 columns. Sorry. Guys, in the third row, how many columns are required?
3.
3 columns I want to display. When row is equal to 1, means when the row is 1, first row, how many columns I want to display? 1 column. When second row, when row is 2, second row, how many columns I want to display? 2 columns. Assume that, suppose this is first row. For example, my row variable is I is equal to 1. Second row, I is equal to 2. Third row, I value 3. Fourth row, I is 4. Fifth row, I is equal to 5. Understand? If I start with 0, example, if I start with 0, generally some of the applications are somewhere, if you find in internet, their loop will start with I is equal to 0. But 0 means you may get confused. I'll start with 1 only. Okay, guys? Tell me this is I is equal to 1. This is I is equal to 2. Tell me when I is equal to 1, how many rows I have to display? Sorry, how many columns I have to display in when I is equal to 1? 1 column. When I is 2, how many columns I have to display?
2 columns.
2 columns. Means when I is equal to 1, J means column. I means row. I is for row. J is for column. Tell me when I is 1, J should repeat 1 time only.
Yes.
When I is 2, J should repeat 2 times.
Yes.
When I is 3, J should repeat 3 times.
Yes.
First column, second column, third column, J should repeat 3 times. When I is 4, J should repeat how many times? 4 times.
4 times.
When I is 5, J should repeat how many times? 5 times. Hey, am I clear now? First program only very important. Which means what I can say? J should repeat I times.
Yes.
J should repeat I times. Am I clear, folks? Everybody? When n is equal to 5, n means what? Number of rows. When n is equal to 5, then tell me how many rows I want to display? 5 rows. Means what? I should repeat n times.
5 times. Yes.
I should repeat what? Suppose if n value 6, then tell me I should repeat 6 times now. First row, second row, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Tell me. When they are working with, sorry. Folks, while working with this pattern programs, outer for loop is for what? Inner for loop is for what? Outer for loop is for rows. Number of lines. Number of lines means how many lines here? 5 lines. If n value 6, 6 lines. If n value 8, 8 lines. Outer for loop is for number of lines or rows. Inner for loop is for columns in a row. And we need to connect the column and rows. We need to form the logic now. What's the logic here? When I is 1, J should repeat 1 time. When I is 2, J should repeat 2 times. 1, 2. When I is 3, J should repeat 3 times. J should be 1, 2, and 3. When I is 4, J should be 1, 2, 3, 4. When I is 5, J should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me means J should repeat how many times? I times. Listen to me. First I'm writing outer for loop. For int I equals to 1.
I less
I
than
less than or equals to n. I
I
plus
plus.
plus. Start the for loop. This is outer for loop.
For J equal
Do
to
you know
1
outer for loop is for what? Rows.
number of rows.
Everybody guys, outer for loop is for rows. Inner
Yeah.
for loop is for columns.
Column.
Yes. Yes. Outer for loop is for rows. Inner for loop for
J equal to
J equal to 1.
J less than or equal to
J should repeat how many times? N times or I times? I
I
times
times.
only.
5 times.
I times only. J less than or equals to I.
I.
J plus
J.
plus.
What's that?
This is inner for loop. Could you tell me? I should print the value of J, or I should print one asterisk. I mean, which I have to print. I have to print the number or asterisk. Asterisk. System dot out dot println. Not println. Print. I'll tell you why println. Why print? Print asterisk.
Then print ln.
One thing I have to explain you. Guys, in the first row, you have only one asterisk. In the second row. But when you have 2 asterisks, I gave one white space between asterisk to asterisk na, to make my pattern looking good. I gave one white space in between. Am I clear?
Yes.
So do one thing. Print asterisk, then white space. So sometimes if I write a code like this, people may feel that there is no white space. It's an asterisk only. That's why I want to add white space separately so that people will definitely recognize. Tell me first what I want to print, asterisk. After that, what I want to print, space. My question to all of you guys. In the first row, how many asterisks to be printed? So one asterisk printed, after that one white space printed. White space just for our convenience, I mean to make the pattern looking good. But my question to you, after printing this asterisk, then the control should go to the next row to print the 2 asterisks, no?
Yes.
Tell me this inner for loop is for what? Columns.
Column.
After printing the columns, where should the control go?
Next
line?
Yes.
Next line?
Yes.
To move the control to the next line, what? We should write
Println.
system dot out dot println. Tell me guys once again, what is the use of this for loop?
Column.
Online folks, please tell me
Column.
that what is the use of this for loop? This for loop is for what? To print the columns. Columns. After printing the columns, let's say first column, second column, third column, like that. In the first row, first column only. In the second row, first column, second column. In the third row, first column, second column, third column. After printing the columns, then the control should be moved to next line. Na?
Yes.
Am I right or not? For example, row is third row. Tell me how many columns should be printed? Three
Three.
columns. After printing the columns, control should go to fourth row now. Then tell me how to move the control to the next line. Println. What this println will do? Will move the control cursor to the next line. What this print will do? It will print asterisk. It will print asterisk and cursor will be stayed in the same line. Able to follow me? Is it clear to all of you now? Println. Okay, why I am writing print only here? Why not println?
Cursor
No need
moves.
for moving next
Right.
slide.
Suppose if I write println, after printing the asterisk, control will be moved to next line.
Yes.
Then tell me two asterisks you will get side by side or one below the other?
One
One
below
below the
the
other, but you are not getting the proper pattern.
Yes.
Yes.
Now all asterisks will get like this, like a column wise. Asterisk, asterisk,
Yes.
asterisk, asterisk, asterisk. That is not a pattern, right? Okay, very good.
Yes.
So did you get the concept now? Why I am
Yes.
writing
Yes.
print? Folks, am I clear to you online, folks?
Yes.
Folks in online, am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes. So please
Yes.
understand what the point I'm saying now. Clear? Yeah. So why I'm writing print method there? Why I'm writing print in the inner for loop? Why I am
No.
writing the print in the inner for loop? I am writing the
You want
print
to keep it in the same
the inner for
column.
loop to print the asterisks in the same row.
Same line.
Once the row is completed, then the control should be moved to the next row. So how to move to the next row?
Using println statement.
Using
Println.
println. Online folks, am I clear with this program?
Mhm.
Am I clear with this? Am I clear with
Yes.
this program? Am I clear with these loops?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and we will write the program for this. Please understand me, folks. Please understand me. First of all, I have a doubt. Guys. Did you clearly understood about print and println?
Yep.
Why I am
Yes.
writing print here? Why I am writing println here?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, this print is inside which loop?
Inner
Inner
loop.
for loop. This
Inner.
println is in which loop?
Outer for.
Outer for loop.
Outer one.
After the inner for loop executed, inner for loop is to display the columns.
Yes.
After the inner for loop executed, next control should be moved to
Outer
next
for.
row.
Next row.
Means next line. So how to move
Yes.
the cursor to the next line after printing the row?
With
Println.
the help of.
Yes. Folks. Oh, let's start with the program. I'm creating a new Java project. Project name is okay. Something right angle, triangle, pattern, whatever it is. Okay, pattern 1 I'm writing simply. Pattern program 1. That's my project name. Let's go to module-info.java, delete the file. Guys, I have folder called src. I will right click on the src folder. Then I say new. Then I say what? Class. What should I enter here, guys? Package name. What is the name that every day we are using? com.ashokit.basics. Okay, folks. Next, what should I enter in this box? Class name. Class name is a pattern 1 with a public static void main method. Finish. Hey, attend the sessions regularly every day. Guys, let us start now. Public static void main of string args. This is the main method. This is my class. What's the class name? Pattern 1. First, I want to write comment. For every program, I want to add a comment like this. This is called single line comment or multi-line comment?
Multi-line comment.
Multi-line comment. How do you write multi-line comments in Java? First of all, tell me how do you write single line comment in Java?
2 reverse slashes.
Yeah. 2 forward slashes.
Forward.
If you write 2 forward slashes, this is called single line comment.
Single line comment.
Sorry. If you write like this is called single line comment. But how do you write multi-line comments? Multiple lines comment. First start with forward slash and asterisk.
Asterisk.
And
Then you can start
letters.
writing. Asterisk is design, your choice.
Mhm.
Here asterisk is your design, your wish.
Yeah.
Okay. Comment line 1. Comment line 2. Like this. Comment line 3. How to end this comment?
Star.
Asterisk forward slash.
Forward.
Mhm.
Am I clear with you?
Yes.
Everyone in online and offline, am I clear with you? This is the way of writing what?
Multi-line
This is the way of
and
writing
single line.
multi-line
Multi-line
comment.
comment.
This is the way of writing
Single line
single
comment.
line comment. Am I clear with you? Tell me every day on top of the program, I am writing single line comment or multi-line comment.
Multi-line.
I am writing the multi-line comment. Here I am writing the comment. The comment, this program prints the below pattern. See here, if n is equal to 3, it's a comment only, na? I can write my own, right? If n is equal to 3, what's the pattern I want to print? Asterisk, asterisk followed by asterisk, asterisk followed by asterisk followed by asterisk. This is called right angle triangle. Yes. Guys, understand. If n is equal to 5, n is equal to 5 means how many rows?
5.
If n is equal to 3, how many rows? 3 rows. If n is equal to 5, how many rows?
5.
5 rows. Tell me what the 5 rows of output to be printed.
5.
Asterisk, 2 asterisks, 3 asterisks in a row, 4 asterisks in a row, 5 asterisks in a row. Could you able to understand what the point I'm saying now? Everybody in online and offline, guys, am I clear with you? Am I clear with you?
Yes.
Am I clear with you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. Folks, listen to me now. First of all, I'm taking scanner. You know, what is the use of a scanner?
To
To
take
take
the
the input from user, we need a class called scanner. Scanner class in Java is used to read the input from the user. Tell me, whenever this program is executed by you or anybody, the program should first ask the user how many rows you want to print. How many rows you want to print? How many rows you want to print? Okay. Then tell me immediately the user will type some number, 5 rows or 3 rows or 7 rows like that. Take that number into a variable called n. Read that input into the variable. Then you call a method. What's the method name? Print pattern. Pass the n. But tell me, print pattern method is created or not yet created? I told we started our programs since from last 2-3 days back onwards.
Not created yet.
Yeah. So we started our, they changed the programming style, right? We are creating how many methods in our class? 2 methods.
Two.
2
Two.
methods. Tell
Yeah.
me what is the new method I'm going to create now? Print pattern. Look at this. My method is print pattern.
Mhm.
I told you this method you can create above this main method or even below this main method. Doesn't matter, but it should be there within the class.
Same class.
Within the same class. Within the same class. Am I clear, folks? Tell me, to print this pattern, right angle triangle pattern, tell me if n value is 5, how many rows I have to print? 5 rows for int I equals to 1, I less than or equals to n. That n could be 5 or that n could be 7 also. Next,
N could be any value.
I plus plus. Am I clear? Outer for loop. Tell me outer for loop is for what? Comment. Outer for loop for printing rows. Tell me guys, inner for loop for int
Columns.
j is equal to 1. Tell me, according to our pattern, j should repeat how many times? I times. When I is 1, j should print 1 asterisk. When I is 2, j should print 2 asterisks. When I is 3, j should print 3 asterisks. Nothing but how many times? I times. J less than or equal to I, j plus plus. Folks, am I clear? Everyone? Tell me, inside the for loop, inner for loop, after printing asterisk, immediately control should go to the next line or control should stay on the same line? For first row, 1 asterisk only, but for second row, third row, fourth row, after printing first asterisk, second asterisk also must be printed on the same line, na? On the same row. Then tell me, what should I write here? System dot what? Out dot what? Print. What should I print? Yes.
Asterisk.
Yes. Asterisk plus white space. Sometimes people write white space also within asterisk only. Asterisk space. That is also white space only, na? But if I write asterisk space, you may get confusion. That's why I'm adding separately. Your choice. Could you tell me now, after printing the columns of the first row or second row, control should go to the next row, na? Then tell me how to move the control to the next row. System.out.println. Folks, am I clear? Tell me guys, this is for what? Comment. Inner for loop. This is outer for loop. This is what? Inner for loop for printing columns. Am I clear? Go. Guys, am I clear? Online people? Online folks, am I clear with you? We will run this program. Very good. What is asking me? How many rows you want to print? 5 rows I want to print. 5 rows I want to print. Guys, we are getting 5 rows of output now? Yes, everybody? This is called right angle triangle? Yes. Let's run the program again. How many rows you want to print? For example, 8 rows I want to print. How many? 8 rows. Totally 8 rows. I'll get a big pattern. Are you getting my point? Right. So this is the first pattern program. Guys, am I clear with you?
Yes.
Online folks, am I clear with you? Yes.
Yes.
Could you write these loops by yourself now? Just I want to minimize my screen. Just try once writing those loops in the notes or paper, whatever. Try writing those loops. Please write the loops in the notes. This is the first pattern program. If you understand the first pattern program clearly, then the remaining pattern programs becomes easy for you. Otherwise, you always feel printing these patterns and all is very complicated for me. That's why I will clearly explain. I'll give a table now. Folks, so just look at the loops now. Have written the loops like this only. Outer for loop and inner for loop. Just verify your loops once. Online folks, please verify. Online folks, please verify. Please verify the loops.
Yes, sir.
Am I clear now? Yes. Yeah. Guys, since it's a first pattern program, I would like to explain everything very clearly because it is the base for writing all the remaining pattern programs. It could be the asterisk pattern, number pattern, character pattern. For all those, this is going to be the basic. Folks, am I clear? So, I want to draw one table. Please try to understand my table. Please try to understand my table, folks. Let's say this is my table. In my table, folks, in my table, I would like to take the first column as I, J, and output. Hey, these are the columns I want to take. I, J, and output. Because I have to explain the first program very clearly so that the remaining programs becomes easy for you. Could you tell me now? Folks, could you tell me what is the initial value of I?
1.
I is equal to 1.
1.
I is equal to 1. Could you tell me once when a control enters into the first statement, after initialization, control will jump to where? Condition. What's the condition? I less than or equal to n. What's the value of I? 1.
1.
What's the value of n? 5.
5.
5. N is equal to 5. Then tell me, guys, 1 less than or equal to 5? True.
True.
Control goes inside the loop.
Yes.
But inside the outer loop, there is another first statement there, inner loop.
Yes.
When control enters into the inner loop, first it goes to where? Initialization of j. Then tell me j is equal to how much? 1.
1.
So j value is 1. J value is 1.
1.
But the condition in j? In the j loop,
less than or equal
control goes to j less than or equal to I.
Yes.
Tell me what the value of j?
True. 1.
1. What the value of I? 1. 1 less than or equal to 1. Condition is true or false? True. If it is true, then control will enter into the body of the loop. Then tell me now, control enters in the body of the inner loop now. Then tell me in the body of inner loop, there is a statement called SOP. But this is println or print? Print.
Print.
What to print? Asterisk.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so print asterisk. After printing asterisk, next what to print? Space.
Yes.
Space. Able to follow me? Control will go to the next line or will stay on the same line? Control. Print means will stay on the same line. Very
Yes.
good. Very good. Now it is on the same line. Print. Tell me after this SOP, then control goes to increment.
Yes.
Increment of I loop or increment of J loop?
J
J
loop.
loop, inner
J
loop.
loop.
Tell me J plus plus means J becomes 2 now.
Yes.
J becomes 2. Folks, please understand me. J becomes 2 now. Tell me condition.
False.
What is the
False.
condition in J loop? 2
2
less than or equal to
1.
1.
1.
Is it true?
False.
False means control comes out of inner for loop.
Yes.
If control comes out of the inner for loop, then control will go to the next line called SOP.
Yes.
Mhm.
What this SOP will do?
Print
Will
and
move the cursor to the
In the
next line.
next
next
line.
Tell
line.
me where is cursor earlier? It is on the
As-
same line. But where
Yes.
does cursor will go now? To the next line.
Next.
After this SOP, then tell me the control will next enter into increment.
In the 5.
Increment of I loop or J loop? I
I
loop.
loop.
I loop.
This is end of I loop, na?
Yes.
Then control goes to increment in I loop. Could you tell me what is the value of I next?
Yes, yes. Sorry. కూర్చో.
I value is 2 here.
అబద్ధం.
2.
Please listen. Please listen.
నాకు
Folks,
చెప్తున్నా.
am I clear to all of you? What is the I value now? 2. Tell me what is the condition in I? I is 2. N is 5. 2 less than or equal to 5? True. True means control should enter into the body of the loop. But when it
Yes.
enters into the body, there is a for loop again.
Mhm.
If that is a for loop, first control will enter into initialization.
Mhm.
Then tell me again initialization J starts at 1.
1.
Please understand me. J is 1 again.
Yes.
Folks, everyone, am I clear with you?
Yes.
Just I am writing one line so that you people could understand. Am I clear now? Tell me J starts at 1 again. Tell me
Yes.
what the next condition?
1
the
less
condition,
than
J?
or equal to 2.
2,
One
1
less
less
than-
than or equal to 2.
Yes.
J value is 1. I value is 2. True. 1
Mhm.
less than or equal to true. Sorry, 1 less than or equal to 2 is true or not?
True.
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 Yes.
1 less than 2 only, na? Yes,
Mhm.
true. True means control goes into the body of the loop.
Mhm.
Now
Yes.
tell me, what is the body in inner loop?
Asterisk.
Part.
Print what?
SOP
Print
part.
Asterisk, then what? Space.
Space.
So print asterisk. Print space. Stay there only.
Mhm.
Yes.
Then tell me after this SOP. Then tell me now control goes to
Increment.
I loop or
Inner
J loop?
Increment.
J
J
loop.
loop.
J
J loop.
increment.
J loop
J
increment.
plus plus. For the value
Yes.
of J next. 2.
2.
2.
2.
J value will be 2 now. Hey folks, am I clear to you?
Yes.
J value is 2. Folks, am I clear? Tell me, after incrementing the J, next control goes to condition in J. What's the condition in J?
2
J less than or
or
equal to I. What is the J value? 2. I value? 2. 2
True.
equal to 2? True.
Yes.
True means
True.
control enters into the body. Tell me when
Mhm.
it enters into the body, print what? Asterisk.
Asterisk.
Where is cursor? Cursor is in the same line or next line? Same line.
Same line.
Same
Cursor
line.
in the same line.
Yes.
Tell me guys. Cursor is in the same line. So print
Yeah.
asterisk space. Folks, am I clear to you?
Mhm.
Everybody in
Yes.
online?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Then tell me next, where does control go?
Increment of J.
It will go to the increment of J loop.
Mhm.
Tell me what's the next value of J?
3.
3.
3.
Yes.
Please understand me. 3.
Mhm.
Folks, am I clear? 3.
Yes.
Could you tell me now? Could you tell me now what's the condition in J loop? J
2
less
less
than or
than
equal to
or
I.
equal to
What's the J? 3. What's the value of I? 2.
2.
3 less than or equal to false. False means control comes out of inner loop. After coming out of inner loop, SOP statement is executed. SOP
Yeah.
will move the cursor to next line. Yes.
Mhm.
Then tell me once SOP is printed, SOP is executed, next control goes to increment of I loop.
Mhm.
Now tell me what the next value of I.
3.
3.
Guys, tell me what the next value of I.
3.
I will be 3.
Yes.
Condition I. 3 less than or equal to 5. True. True means control
True.
enter inside body. When
Yes.
control enters inside the body of the outer loop, there is inner loop again. And tell
Mhm.
me first control goes to where in the inner loop? Again initialization.
Initialize.
Initialize.
Again initialization means J starts at what? 1.
1.
J starts at 1. Tell me what's the condition in J? J less than or equal to I. 1 less than or equal to 3. True. True
Yes.
means control goes inside
True.
the body of inner loop. What is printed?
Yes.
Asterisk.
Asterisk.
Asterisk then space.
Mhm.
Folks, asterisk then space is printed.
Mhm.
Then tell me next after printing asterisk, where does control go? J increment.
Mhm.
J loop increment. Could you tell me
Yeah.
what's the next value of J? 2.
2.
Very good.
ఇప్పుడు తప్పున్నాను
2. Folks, tell me what's the condition in J?
అన్న పద నిద్ర వస్తుంది పద
J less than or equal to.
కాపుతుందా దుప్పటి కప్పుతా
I.
Am I clear,
నిద్ర
folks?
వచ్చేస్తుంది పద
Everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Could you tell me now? Condition is true. 2 less than or equal to 3. Now control enters into the body. SOP of what? Asterisk. Tell me cursor is on the same line, na? So what is the printed here? One more asterisk printed. Space. Could you tell me after printing this asterisk, control goes to increment of J? Hey,
Yes.
tell me what's the value of J now? J is how much? 3. J is 3. Guys, could you tell me what the value of I? What's the value of J? 3 less than or equal to
Yes.
3.
Yes.
True means control enter inside. What is printed? Asterisk. Could you tell
Asterisk.
me now on the same line the one more asterisk is printed?
Yes.
Then space. Am I clear, folks?
Yes.
Then tell me next where does control go after printing asterisk? J increment. What's the J value now? 4.
4.
What's the condition in J?
3 less
What's
than
the
or
condition
equal
of
to
J
4.
loop? 4 less than or equal to 3. Condition true or false? False means comes out of the inner loop. Tell me after coming out of inner loop there is SOP. SOP will move the cursor to next line. Could you tell me what's the next value of I? Guys, could you tell me what's the next value of I?
4. 4.
Oh. Could you tell me where J starts?
And 1.
J starts again from 1, inner loop.
Yes. Yes.
J starts at 1. Could you tell me what is going to be printed here? Asterisk.
Yes.
Space. Next, J will increment to 2.
2.
Hey, everyone, just I want to copy this into the document. Then tell me again asterisk is printed.
Yes.
Next, J value is 3.
Mhm. 3 is less than 4.
3 less than 4.
Yes.
Again asterisk is printed. Space also printed, sorry.
Space.
Space also printed. Next, J
Mhm.
value becomes how much?
4.
4.
4.
Still true.
Still it is true.
Mhm.
Yes.
Still true. Then tell me one more asterisk is printed space.
Yes.
Yes.
Could you tell me what the next value of J?
5.
5.
Now, Is a
Condition
5 less
false.
than or
The
equal to 4?
statement is, yeah.
False. False means comes out.
False.
After
Out of
coming
the
out SOP, next line, then I will
Yes.
increment to 5. I'm not writing the diagram now, but I want to stop here. Could you tell me now what output you got so far? 4 rows na? 1 asterisk,
Yes.
2 asterisks, 3 asterisks, and 4 asterisks.
Four.
If n value is 5,
Then
5
we will
asterisks.
get
5
5.
asterisks.
If n value is 6, 6 rows.
6
Six
rows,
asterisks.
6
If n
rows.
value is 8, 8 rows.
8
Folks, am I
rows.
clear to you?
Yes.
Everybody in online, am I clear to you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Done. Done. I would like to add this image.
Can you please add that loop also? The for loop, inner and outer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll add. If you want, I'll add. No problems.
Mm.
Because, okay. Folks, next program, please try. If you practice 2-3 programs, it will be easy for you. I'll insert this into our doc. This document is very important, folks. I don't know whether are you reading this every day or not, but it's very important. Every day read from beginning.
Mhm.
Okay. Folks, am I clear? Next, folks, I'm asking you guys that try the loops for printing a pattern like this. I'll give you the pattern. See, n is equal to 5. When n is equal to 5, I want to print a pattern like this. I want to print a pattern like this. It's a downward right angle triangle. I want to print a pattern like this when n is equal to 5. Okay. Try to identify the logic for outer loop and inner loop. I will wait for your response. I'll wait for your response. Folks, in online and offline, please try to identify the loops for this requirement. I want to display the downwards right angle triangle or a mirrored right angle triangle.
So it's going, I mean, same like a minus minus instead of plus plus.
Okay, check once. Okay, check once, then confirm me.
equal to n,
Folks, online folks, okay, don't confuse about increment and decrement. To everyone I'm explaining, please listen to me now. Everybody, stop writing whatever you are writing. Please stop writing everything. Try to focus on my explanation. Folks, for int I is equal to 1, I less than or equals to n. Suppose n is equal to 5. I minus minus system dot out dot println of I. Just tell me, this is not a pattern. I'm just talking about loop. Could you tell me what is the output of this program?
infinite.
What is the output of this program?
First,
Okay, let's try. Let's try. Tell me, control enters into for loop. Enters into for loop.
Yes.
Tell me, in for loop, the first part is initialization. Tell me, there is a variable called I. There is a variable called I created, am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the value of I?
1.
1. Next condition. After this first part, control enters into condition part. What's the condition? What's the
One less than
condition?
5.
1 less than or equal to 5. True.
Fine.
True means control enters inside
Yes.
the body. Tell me in the body there is SOP. Print
Yes.
what? I.
1.
Could you tell me what the value of I?
1.
1.
So output is 1. Tell me once the body is executed, then control should go to increment or decrement part.
Yes.
What is there here? Decrement. I minus
Minus.
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 Could you tell me what the value of
0.
what the value of I now?
0.
0. Hey, I will be 0 now. Folks, what's the value of I now? 0. What is the condition? 0 less than or equal to 5?
Yes. True.
Yes, true. True means control goes inside the body of the loop.
Yes.
Yes.
In the body of the loop, there is SOP statement.
Yes.
Yes.
SOP of what? I.
0.
Could you
I.
tell me what's the value of I?
0.
0. Tell me what's the output printed? 0.
0.
0.
Could you tell me after SOP statement, then control goes to decrement part here?
Yes.
I minus minus? Or the value
Yes.
of I?
Minus
0
1.
minus 1. 0 minus 1 will be minus 1. Folks, could you tell me after this condition? What's the condition? Minus 1 less than or equal to 5? True.
Yes.
True means control goes inside the body. Print what?
Minus 1.
I. What's the value of I printed? Minus 1. Tell me when this loop will end.
Will not end.
This will never end. This is going to become infinite loop. Able to follow me? Tell me here I should write I minus minus or I plus plus. I should
Fine.
increment or decrement.
Increment.
Initially I is 1. Next I should be 2. Next should be 3. 4. It should increment, na? Then
Yes.
it should not write I minus minus. What should I write? I
I plus plus.
plus plus. Please understand me. Folks, am I clear to you? One more
Yes.
explanation. Please listen. Please listen. Even though you know, please listen. This is very complicated for you. N is equal to 5. If you know it also, please listen to me. For int I is equal to n, I less than or equal to 1, I minus minus. Sometimes you may write like this. System dot out dot println of I. Example, folks, please understand me. These are mistakes what you do. Tell me, guys, what is the initial value of I? N is 5, na?
5.
5.
Yes.
The value of I will be 5.
Mm-hmm.
Am I clear? What's the condition next?
I
5
less.
less than or equal to 1.
Greater.
True.
True.
False.
False. False.
5 less than 1, right? 5 less than 1? Is 5 less than 1?
No.
5
No.
less than or equal to 1? No.
No.
5 is greater than 1. Condition fails. Comes out of the for loop. No
Yes.
output is printed. Are you getting the mistakes what you do? Are you
Yes.
getting the mistakes what you do? Guys, could you tell me what is the condition I should write here?
Greater than or
Greater
equal to
than or equal to
1.
1. Tell me now, I starting at 5, I is going down up to 1. This is called increment or decrement?
Decrement.
Decrement. What should I write here? I minus minus. Don't write I plus plus. If you write I plus plus, then tell me what the initial value of I? 5. Next time, 6. Next time, 7, 8, 9. 5, 6,
Yes.
7, 8, 9, 10, all are greater than 1 only, na? This
Yes.
loop will never end. It will
Yes.
become infinite loop.
Yes.
Could you tell me, are you understanding, folks, online folks? Online folks, have you understood what to write here? I minus minus or I plus plus, greater than or equal to or less than or equal to? This is very confusion. Very confusion to everyone. I want to clarify this today. Am I clear, folks? Online folks, am I clear?
Yes.
Could you
Yes,
please
sir.
tell me?
Yes.
Good. What about you, offline folks? Am I clear with you? Right. So don't get confusion here. When you write decrement loop, this is increment or decrement? Decrement.
Decrement
5 to
Decrement.
1, decrement. Then condition should be greater than or equal to.
greater than equal, not
Greater than or
yes.
greater than or equal to. When you write the loop from 1 to 5, 1 to 5 means what? Increment. What the
Increment
condition?
plus.
Less
Less
than or
than.
equal to.
Yes.
I plus plus. I plus plus.
Plus.
If you are coming from 5 to 1, then decrement. I minus minus.
Minus.
Condition greater
Greater
than
than.
or equal to. These things you keep it in mind. Am I clear with you now? Online folks,
Yeah.
am I clear with you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Could you tell me? Now I just want to remove all these. This is for explanation. Could you tell me what are the loops that you have written for this pattern? Could you tell me what are the loops for this? First of all, tell me.
4.
2 loops we have tried.
Yes.
One is
and- Yep.
outer loop.
loop.
Another one is inner loop.
Inner
loop.
Outer loop for rows or lines. Inner loop
Yes.
for
Columns.
columns in
Column.
the row. And we need to somehow find we need to connect the rows and columns,
Column.
and we need to form the logic. That's our basic idea.
Yes.
Tell me, guys, how many rows are there? 5 rows
5.
are there.
5 rows.
N is equal 5 means 5 rows. First row, second row, third row, fourth row, fifth row. Please understand me. Everybody, please understand me. Total how many rows are there? 5 rows are there. Tell me in the first row, understand, in the first row, how many columns I have to print?
5.
5 in the first row. In the second row, 4.
4.
In the third row, 3. In the fourth row, 2.
2.
The fifth row, only 1.
1.
It's
In
getting
the first
decrement.
row, please understand. In the first row, I should display how many columns?
5.
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
How many columns? 5 columns
5.
in the first row. Please understand me. Okay. First row means I is equal to 1. First row means I is equal to 1. Second row means I is 2. Guys, could you tell me? I found the logic. N minus I
Minus 1.
Plus.
plus 1.
Plus 1. 5
Could you tell
minus
me what is the value of N?
5.
5.
What is the value of I in the first row?
1.
1.
Mhm.
This is I is 1.
Yes.
N is 5.
Mhm.
5
Minus 1.
minus 1. 4. 4 plus 1.
Plus 1.
5.
5. Could you
5.
tell me J should repeat. J should repeat how many
And
times?
5.
Not 5 times. In the first row 5 times, but in the second row
4
4
times.
5 times. 4 times only, na?
Yes.
Yep.
In the third
5.
row
3 times.
3 times only. It's not fixed 5 times. How many times now?
N minus
N
1.
minus I plus 1 times.
Okay, okay.
How many times? N minus I plus 1
Plus one.
times. Tell me what the value of I here. First row,
Okay.
I is 1. I is 1. N value is 5. Tell me,
Mhm.
5 minus 1, 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Tell me how many times asterisks are printed? 5.
5.
Second row, I value is 2.
Mhm.
I value is 2. I is 2
Yes.
here. Tell
Mhm.
me, what's the N value? 5
Fine.
minus 2, 3. 3 plus 1,
Yes.
4. Tell
4.
me how many asterisks are printed?
4.
4. Tell me J should repeat how many times to print asterisks? N minus I plus 1 times. N minus I plus 1 times. You have to form the logic. Am I clear, folks?
Yes. So why
Yeah,
we
one
are
more.
taking what is that one come from? Like plus one.
Now this one we are forming the logic. This plus 1 if we add, then only we are going to get our required result.
Okay. Result accurately. Okay. That's the
Okay.
logic.
Am I clear with you?
Yes.
Please understand me. Could you tell me what are the loops now?
For I equal
Int
to and I equal to
I is
1.
equal to 1.
I
I
less
less than or equals to N. I plus plus. Start the loop. Inner for loop. For int J is equal to 1. Guys, J less than or equal to.
n minus
Don't write blindly I times. That's the last pattern is I times. But this time
n
N minus I
I
plus
plus
1 times.
It's
J plus
greater,
plus.
not less than. No.
Able to follow
I
me? No, less than or equal to only. Increment, na?
yes.
Then print what? System dot out dot print. Print what? Asterisk. After that, what do you print? Space. Then tell me after the one row is completed with all columns, then control should go to next row. Next row means what should I write? System dot out dot println. This is where you need to understand the logic. Why are you writing all these programs? What is the use of these programs? In the real time, are you printing pattern like this? No. Then why are you learning all these logics? These are to improve the logical skills.
Mhm.
These are to improve the logical skills. Okay, these all programs are to improve the logical skills only. Folks, am I clear to you? Like this, you need to form the logic between the rows and columns. Okay, tell me how many times J should repeat N minus I plus 1 times. One more way of writing the same. One more way is also there for writing the same pattern. Guys, could you tell me if N is equal to 5, how many rows are there? How many lines? N is equal to 5, na? How many lines, boss?
5
Five.
5
lines.
lines.
I line.
5 lines.
Yes.
This is first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line. Can I call it as fifth line, fourth line, third line, second line, first line?
No.
For our convenience, can I call this as fifth line, fourth line, third line, second line, and first line?
Yes.
I can also call. Otherwise, I can call first line, second line, third line, fourth line, fifth line. I can call in my own way.
Mhm.
Did you get my point?
Yes.
Tell me, suppose if I call it as fifth line, then I value is 5 here. Actually, I value is what here? Please tell me what the value of I here?
Yeah, 5.
I is equal to 1.
I-
Actually,
Yes, sir.
yes.
Yeah.
Could you tell me next row where I is equal to 2?
True.
For the
Yes.
next row,
I
I
equal
is
to
equal to 3 next row. I is equal to 4 next row. I is
I
equal to 5. Am I right or
5.
not? Can I write the
Yes.
same thing? Please understand. Can I write the same thing like this?
No
I
problem.
is equal to 5. I is equal to 4, 3, 2, and
1.
1. Can I write like this?
Yeah.
For my
Yes.
convenience, I can write like this also, na? Then tell me
Yes.
your I is incrementing or decrementing?
Decrement.
When I is equal to 5, please understand. When I is equal to 5, then tell me how many columns I have to print.
5.
How many columns?
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When I is equal to 4,
4.
4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 columns. When I is equal to 3, 3
3
columns.
3 columns.
Nothing but I times na?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I times na?
Yes.
Or could you tell me? Could you now tell me what is the other way of writing the loops?
For
For
int I equal to
I'll write
5.
in red color. Tell me now.
For
For
Int
int
I equal
I equal to
I
n.
equals to n.
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 Very good.
Okay. I
I
less
less than a
than
greater than a.
I
Greater.
greater
You are
than
Greater
or
you are
equal.
coming down from 5 to 1. Just now I told you. Then you have to
Yeah.
use
greater than.
I greater than or equal to 1.
1
I minus
I
minus.
I
minus.
minus. Am I clear? Am I clear, folks?
Mhm.
Tell me
Yeah.
next.
For
For
inner
J
loop.
equal
And
to
then j
int
equal to
J
j equal to
equals
1.
to 1.
1.
J less than or
J less
equal
than
to
or
1.
equal to I. Just now I told you I times na.
Yes.
Mm.
I times only na. Same like the previous loop, previous program. J
Plus.
plus
Plus.
plus
Plus.
system dot out dot print
Print. Asterisk plus
asterisk
Asterisk.
plus white
space.
space. Sorry. Plus white space. Close the inner loop. System dot out dot print ln. Then what? Outer loop. Am I clear, folks?
Yes.
Am I clear?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, am I clear with this? Just outer loop I have changed. Instead of taking from 1 to n, I am taking from n to
N.
1.
1 to 1.
Going from 1 to 5, coming from 5 to 1, both are same only. 5 times only, na?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what I did. Both are correct. Whatever the way you want, you write. Could you write the complete program for this by yourself? Loops are
Yes.
ready
Yes.
with you.
Yes.
Pattern is ready with you. Loop is ready with you. 2 ways of writing is there. Write the same program 2 times. With logic 1 and with logic 2. The first
Mhm.
loop is logic 1. The second loop is logic.
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 Guys,
Can you please
everyone.
upload the document,
Yeah, I will
please?
upload. I will upload. Am I clear with this?
Yes.
I want to
Yes.
copy all these.
Notes.
I want to copy all this into our notes.
Mm-hmm.
You people write a program for this.
Sure.
Like the previous program, you please write the program for this. Slowly we'll get the progress, but better to do more practice every day. Every single day you have to do practice. Okay, can you write a program for this by everyone? Okay, now I'll share this document.
Yes.
Today we started with this place. So from here we started today. Okay, we will slowly discuss pattern programs because these are important for you, especially
Yes.
when you are facing an interview as a fresher or even with an experienced guy after 2 to 3 years. Definitely you will get questions on this. At least one pattern, some not this much very simple pattern. The people will ask little bit complicated pattern. We'll discuss. First we'll start with simple patterns and we'll go with the complicated pattern. But if you understand the simple patterns clearly, then the writing the next patterns becomes easy. If I explain 1 time or 2 times, you'll catch immediately. Okay, otherwise you'll be in a dilemma. Whether I should write plus plus or minus minus or less than, greater than. This is a very big confusion. Able to follow me, right? Okay, right? With this confusion only, many of the people will feel that this is very difficult programming. Java is too difficult. Java is a tough like that. But actually, it's very simple programming. Very beautiful programming. It will change your life. Okay? Right. Please try to write the complete program for this. Tomorrow we'll discuss more patterns. Okay? Thank you.
Yes, I have a question, quick
sure.
question.
Yeah.
To Ashok IT, they provide like a Power Builder training too. Anyone you know in Ashok IT provide the Power Builder training?
I think Power BI.
Not Power BI, Power
Okay, Power
Builder.
Builder. Okay, Power Builder. No, nobody is there.
Hmm.
No one is there yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.